Hello and happy Friday, everybody. You are listening to the Red Chef Tuna Taco Show. I am one-third of your podcast host. I am, of course, the reddest of chefs, Red Chef. Guys, we do want to apologize for last week. We forgot to do a show. We talked about it and got pretty busy. Our schedules are a little off right now with everything going on. We forgot. And I know we promised to keep doing shows, so we apologize, but we do have one for this week. I hope you guys really appreciate the links that we're going to put these out for you. We were talking about what do we want to do, what kind of stuff do we want to put out right now, like what do you want to do? And our very own Tuna took it upon himself to record a bunch of stories throughout the week and sent them all to me. And he goes, use what you want. And I'm going, oh, this is it. This is it. They're great stories. They're fun. Definitely enjoy them. They're cool. And then as we kind of got these in, we'll have one special one at the end from our very own Taco, because this is the Red Chef Tuna Taco Show. We all got to do something on here. Doggone it. Taco sent a story that's hilarious. It's awesome. I'll play that at the very end. You guys enjoy, have fun, relax, get yourself a drink, put your feet up. If you're at home, forget what's going on in the world for the next hour or so. Just enjoy. All right. Without any further ado, let's have a listen.
You gonna say hi?
Hi.
Say welcome to the show.
Here goes.
Daddy's gonna tell stories.
Here goes stories.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not what I said. You gotta say, oh my goodness.
I did this.
Say, rock on, dude.
When you're done.
Say, flabbergasted.
Fire starters.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Say, poo-poo butt.
Boo-boo-butt.
Oh, that's perfect. Did Daddy look handsome?
Yeah.
Does he get you milk?
No.
Well, who gets you milk? Did Daddy wipe your butt?
No.
Okay, so the answer is yes. So with that being said, I don't know if I've ever told you guys the story, but I acquired 2 kayaks, and we'd always take them down the creek, finding golf balls and all kinds of crazy stuff, right? So, good buddy of mine, y'all know him very well. I don't know, man. We was just like one of those typical January summers, apparently, because it was 80 degrees in January, cruising down the freaking creek, just talking shit. We were drinking a lot that day, I believe. But I'm on point. He's behind me paddling, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this like brown object right on the shore, and it does, obviously doesn't look natural because it catches your eye. It's this freaking nutria, like the big old rats, right? And it jumps into the water. I freak out. I told him, I was like, dude, I just saw a nutria. He's like, nah, bro, you didn't see a nutria. So yeah, I did. It's either a beaver or a nutria, and it freaked me out, And sure enough, we're cruising down the thing a little bit further down, and then I see a big old soft-shelled turtle. And I tell him, look, dude. And he looks over there, and the turtle like slips into the. And it wasn't like a small turtle, dude. It was probably a good, I don't know, 15-pound turtle. Is that big? I don't know. I'm not a turtle expert, but I would assume that's a big turtle. It looked like a manhole cover. That's how wide it was. I was also drinking. So yeah, that happens. I tell him, you didn't see that, right? And it's like he's kind of bullshitting with me, because at one point in time he swears up and down he went to a park with his dog. He was the only person there, and this is a park right next to our old high school. And in this park, he swears up and down. This is Texas now, not like outwoods. This is like inner city kind of. You guys know where we live. But he swears up and down the mountain lion was running through the park, which is possible. I can see that. So I was, fucking with him. So he started fucking with me. You didn't see those things. You didn't see those things. Then we started talking about wildlife and, if something were to ever happen, the best way to get out without being seen would be to take those kayaks down the thing. And I was like, yeah, but how do you take like your food and your water and all that stuff? And he's like, this water right here is good enough to drink. And I said, you would drink this water. And I shit you not, the second I said you would drink this water, he said yes. We just float by the stump with a condom sitting on it. We just start fucking dying laughing. I said, go ahead, drink up, son of a bitch. So that happens. And we start cruising down, and we park 2 cars. We park 1 car at the start, another car at the finish line, which is usually a good 2-hour, 3-hour journey. It's not far, but you're in kayaks in the creek. So he's like, dude, no worries. Let's just keep going. Because at that point, that's the farthest I've been. And I probably floated it 4 or 5 times at that point. And that's always a stopping point. I never went any further. I never looked at Google Maps to see where it went either. So he's like, let's just keep going, dude. We can walk back to the car. No problem. Okay. Of course, anytime I hang out with this kid, we'll call him Francis, right? Every time I hang out with him, trouble seems to follow. College trouble seemed to follow. Not that he's a bad kid or nothing. It just always seems like shit happens, So we're cruising, right? And there's a break in the creek, kind of forks. One goes left, one goes right. We decided we're going to take the right side. And sure enough, when we took it, it didn't take us long, but we ended up in the middle of the freaking lake. That year, there was a awful drought, so the lake was so low, right? And I mean, it was probably sick. I mean, we drug our kayaks quite a bit, I think, that day too, over some, rocks or whatever. But for the most part, it was pretty deep in certain areas. But we get to the middle of this freaking lake, dude. And we're not noticing anything. We're tired. A little bit of alcohol, I'm sure, is in our system. But there's birds like everywhere, dude. I mean, talking like everywhere, like eating up all the stuff. And we're going through, these birds are flying off. All of a sudden, dude, I can't go anywhere. Like, I'm talking about stuck. And I look at him, and at this point, right, in this point in my life, I am probably in decent shape. I wouldn't say I was in like baseball ready shape, but I felt like I was in good shape. And and he was in pretty good shape too. So he gets out and it's not like it's close to the shore. Okay, we're a good like 400 yards away from dry land. We're in the middle of the lake in 6 inches of water with our fat asses in a fucking kayak, and just basically no way. You can't go backwards. At this point, we're stuck. We're not gonna go against the current. So this fool gets out and starts dragging the kayak, and the mud is so bad. Every step, and I kid you not, every step, good job, son. Every step goes up to your thigh. Right? So 400 yards, 300, 400 yards, every step's going up to your thigh. Son, you gotta do that right now? I'm 5 minutes into my recording. Every step goes up to your thigh. And you gotta drag this thing, right? There's bird shit in the water. There's condoms floating around. There's beavers, or whatever those nutrias are. Big old soft-shelled turtles. This is like Jurassic Park to me, right? The worst situations. Every step you take goes to your thighs. Every single breath you take is just like heavy, exhausting. And dude, he starts like pulling away from me, dude. And it took us a good like 2 hours to move maybe 50 yards. That's how serious it was. So finally, dude, he gets to shore, and I'm like still 100 yards out. And he yells, "Hey, use your life jacket to step on," which is a great idea. So it only goes up to my knee instead of my thigh. We get to the point where we get to the shore, and I swear I was about to call the freaking National Guard to bring a helicopter in and rescue me because it was that exhausting. We are freaking whooped, and we are way off course. We can't even we can't get to the car to put the kayaks in it or anything. There's no way, right? And it took us so long to get there that now at this point it's getting dark. And so we're like, okay, what do we do? We're in somebody's backyard. Like, they didn't have a fence up to the lake, so we're in somebody's backyard. We hide the kayaks in the bushes, and we start walking. And obviously we're soaking wet, muddy, bird shit, and possible fucking E. coli. I don't know. So everything starts chafing, rubbing raw. Dude, we are miserable. And we come up on these Hispanic dudes, right? And they're fishing. And it's like 4 Hispanic dudes and a chick. And we ask them, we say, hey, man, we need help. Hold on a second. Hey, Bubba.
No.
Thank you. Did you poop your pants again? Are you serious? You pooped your pants again?
How?
Did you poop your pants again? For real? Turn around. Come here. Did you really poop your pants? I just changed you. Did we not just talk about going poo-poo on the potty? Aiden Anthony. To be continued. All right, so we get in this truck. We ask these guys for help. We'd say, hey, dude, if you can just take us. We don't need, we didn't tell them we had the kayaks. We told them what happened, but we didn't show them where the kayaks were or nothing like that. So we told them, man, we need your help bad, dude. We'll pay you. These guys don't speak English. They don't speak English. They're looking at us like crazy. We're like, hey, take us to the road, man. We'll pay you cash. So once you start talking cash, man, they understand that, That's a universal language right there. And so they go ahead and they say, yeah, we'll take you. And very broken English, probably not very understanding. We get in the back of the truck as they're driving, and we tell them just go straight up Miller Road. That's where our car is. We were going to end up off Miller. So we tell them, just go straight up Miller, basically, blah, blah, blah. Dude, they don't understand. And we're in the back of a truck, so they're really not understanding us. But it's so funny because when we were in the back of the truck, they caught a couple fish. These fish were like babies, dude. It'd be eating like a Cabbage Patch Kid, it just ain't right. But so we're cruising, right, and they just start going like off the road, and we're like pounding on the roof, like no, bro, this is the wrong way, And so he like turns around, goes down some weird way, turns around again, goes, and we're like, at this point, we're like, where the fuck's this guy going, And we're in this like, I don't know, dude. I've lived in this area for a very long time, and I have never seen this neighborhood. Ever. Never, ever seen this neighborhood. I had no idea what we were. We pull up to this, like, not even a cul-de-sac, because there wasn't even a house there, but it was just like a dead end, kind of a cul-de-sac. Looked like where freaking, I don't know, murders definitely happened. They tell us to get out and get in the car. But not in like a nice way. And I was like, oh, fuck. We're dead. We're done for. Like my funeral is going to be like, yeah, his last known, place before he died, he was crawling on bird shit and messing with turtles and beavers. But so we get in the car, dude. We're packed in this car because there's already like 5 people, and we add 2 more in a extended cab forward. We're sitting in the middle between these 2 big old Mexican dudes, and the girl kind of speaks English. Not very well, but she kind of speaks English. And so we tell her what's going to happen. And this should have been a 5-minute drive, maybe 7. It took us 25 minutes, bro. We finally get to the car after thinking we were going to get murdered. We were going to die in the lake. There's beavers and condoms floating around. We finally get to the car. And guess what fucking happens? Francis doesn't have any cash. He said, what are we going to do? I said, your ass going to go over there and tell him we ain't got no fucking money. Which was like the scariest thing in the world because everything was just going bad. I mean, like everything was going bad at that point. So I figured for sure we are going to get shot. He says, amigo, no dinero. And the guy just starts busting up laughing. Fucking flips the bird, drops that bitch and drive, and just peels out, dude. I mean, I'm talking about like just gravel and shit going all over the place. Like this dude thought he was going to get paid. He definitely should have. And the whole time we're thinking like, this dude's going to come back and fucking murder us. If not, he's going to catch us one day out in public and he's going to be like, those are those 2 white boys that fucked me out of $10 or something. But yeah. So Red Chef can, he should be able to remember this one. This is a